Hello, hello. I had to change the volume around a bit because I feel like it might be too quiet on your end if I leave it as is. I'm using mouse and keyboard. Looks like everything looks fine stream-wise. So, first things first, I want to check tiers menu. Ah, so you can tell what costume you don't have now. So there's costumes for them, costumes for them, costumes for them. Oops. Let's save things file. Oh, so there's costumes already there too. All the ones I saved up in Gen 1 will pay off instantly almost. Same with Gen 2 probably. What have they got? That is it. No costumes for them, so there's nothing I have to really worry about them. Alright, let's get started with doing the gacha. It's annoying you have to go all the way up to 10, but okay. Locked everyone. Yep. So just keep doing this real quick, 3 or 4 times. Actually, it's 20 per, so it's like 60, so that should be enough, maybe. 29, 34, 27. Whoops, I did too much. So basically it should be 6. So 2, 3, 4, 6. Should be enough. 1 off. Might as well just do that again. Yeah, might as well just do 7. Oh, still. Might as well just do this then. Wait, you can redeem more than 1 in one go. It's smarter though. Because, yeah. Alright. Now for the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just 1 more to go. That is total is missing. Jeez. So 4, and that's all of them. Okay, we'll just leave that be. So I checked the shop just to see what's it called, that my save transferred perfectly fine. So include this. Increase. Oh, okay, so it's 3% instead, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I saw this. Increase the damage of skill attacks? Skill attack. Oh, so your skills that do damage. Here we have the enemy increase, max weapons, which I turned off fully. Right, for collabs. I feel like I should just turn it off still for now, so I can test out each girl's main weapon. This is item limit. I guess there's an achievement there. No collabs, so I guess to prevent you from making collabs. No super items. Okay. And the armory is just the armory. Then there's the hollow house. So I guess you just choose the girl you go with. Oh, ooh. There's no more random button for me. Oh no. Stealth mode. Alright, so for id 1... Actually, I wanted to check if there's an easy... Defeat stage 4 and get an item or a weapon. I assume there's a thing to tell what unlocks I want to go for. Don't take any damage for 5 minutes. That shouldn't be too hard. There's stage mode without having any character skills. Turn off family. Oh. Choose the haste stat 10 times. That's easy. And character specifics, we got... What have we got? Ollie and Zed. Okay, so I only have to play 4 characters if I really want to be annoying about it. That's the other thing. I saw a screenshot of fandoms are a bit different now. So if I go down here, I can check. Yeah. See, normally if you G-ranked someone to the max, they'd have the golden one. But instead, you're only barely silver into it. Well, it doesn't fit. So that means how much experience is that? 40 experience. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. So 40 is enough to get you there, so it might be 100 points to get your fandom max. I'll just leave it be for now. And Siege Clan. Throw nuts in front. After powerful singing that stuns targets for 3 seconds. Risu summons big nuts. Slam down, dealing 400% damage to all targets around. Stage 3. Stage 4. I don't know that. Halloween Castle Myth Retreat, maybe? What? Okay. You can stop now. Wait, I just saw a recent one. Let's get rid of... I have a clone for recent. What is it? Gain 1 hollow coin every 3 seconds. After gaining hollow coins 5 times, create another receipt for 15 seconds. Dealing... Oof! So basically, you'll always have one at any time. This is one you'd want to use with Super Chat time, I guess. Just to get more spawns. I think Risu might be good with the Devil Hat. Just based on her, yeah. Oops, leave that away for now. We still have between attacks. Next. Sake. No. Another no. It was 15 hollow coins, right? Oh, jeez. That clone was useful. Gain 2 every 3 seconds after gaining hollow coins 5 times. Oh! It's specifically hollow coins, I assume? So it's like pickups on it. So you'd want read on it. That'd probably be a good one. Limiter. Let's just increase your damage and speed of nuts. Oops. Took a hit. Yeah, targets drop more of them. It's this Nuts Awaken. Increase attack size by 30% and double the hit. Nuts bounce one when hitting the edge of the screen. Oh, jeez. Let's grab these anvils now. Oh, the controller vibrates when you get on what's called now. Special. So. Non-stop. Ooh, Kusugaki. When defeating a target, there is a 15% chance that the target explodes into nuts that scatter. Dealing 16%. Let's do it. Wait a second, dear. Inflicts internal damage. Reese's main weapon has a 10% chance to inflict damage equal to 25% of the non-boss's target HP. Okay, so it does a set amount of damage if it procs. But I'll take this membership to go along with the shackle. I wonder if you can walk on this. Oh. Of course you can. DLC, these nuts. Let's go ahead and grab the non-stop nuts. Oh, look at the nuts going out. I've been getting so many infills already. Not even 2 hits in, I've got 3 infills, but no stamps. Mm-hmm. That's good. Rest. Oh, what? Every 6 points of total max HP, increased damage of main weapon and spatial attacks. Ooh! 6 points of total max HP, so that's 20% increased damage. That's actually pretty good. Like, depending on the character, this could give you a lot of extra damage compared to some of the others. But I think I'll pass on it for now. Grab more shackle. Oops. Took another hit. I really need to work on that challenge. Face mask! Glad there aren't too many obstacles on this level. Oh! It's a set size though. Oops. What? What's this to the right? What? Does that mean like skip your level up? I have no idea. Random maybe? Wait. Study glasses has a good effect now. Increased weapon damage. I wonder if that's retroactive. That could be a great item then. Oof. That's a very good item, maybe. Not too sure, honestly. There's too many things that decrease damage with the main weapon. Ooh. I'm not going to keep it on, I just wanted to look at it. Like, why would you want more speed in exchange for weakening your weapon? This ball, that's one of my good ones. Same with the injection type. It's a 3. It's a healer. Oh, it radiates now. You know, until I had damage numbers turned back on, I didn't realize that was healed like, the entire time since they were released in stage 3 and whatnot. Oh, hello. Just more ads, okay. Let's go ahead and max this out. Oh right, Risu did joke about DLC with her voice types or whatever, if I remember right. Oops. Max HP, which could go along with your Pimon building. I guess Risu could be a good farmer, maybe. She has 5 projectiles, so you probably do want what's called Injection upgrade, more the horn, and money. Let's go ahead and increase the skill. Yeah, I thought I heard a stamp. Wait, let's leave it on the ground. I just want to test. Like 105%. Actually, let's see the upgrade. Damage is still lowered. Okay, it's a little just speed up. It's not multiplying at all. I love these mascots. Oh right, I was saying the Devil's Hat. I forgot about it. So I'll either have to give a Devil's Hat, Gorilla Paw, or Energy. Looks like the speed of the energy drink has been increased. I don't think the pace was decreased, but I might be mistaken. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab this. Has the range of the requirement for this gone up? Looks further out than I remember. I wonder if I could look at patch notes after this. Update patch notes, you know? Oh, I probably should have gotten out. Let's take the nuts. 25% chance to explode with 100% damage. Jeez, the blue nuts go. I just realized I don't even know this song, so it must be maybe an Indonesia branch song. Oh, there's the internal damage. No wonder her main weapon can't be too strong. Because it's based on her main weapon, right? Oh, you can actually look at these now if they're too big. Let's see, main weapon has 10% chance. Oh no, it's just based on their HP, okay. But still. That doesn't matter when it's basically doing their HP's worth health, so. I want an energy drink or super. I still want to find out what that does afterwards. Good. Oh god. Here we go. Just trying to avoid taking damage for that achievement I very early. Oh. Good, I'm having trouble noticing which ones are enemies or are not. It's actually great to have them do that. Let's go ahead and grab this. No need to re-roll when you have something good already, right? Oh, I'm on a platform. Let's take a look at what's up here. Cactus. Can you go up here? No. Oh, there's Renes. Oh boy. Wait, did that slow down? I don't know, it felt like I slowed down for a second there. Energy drink, that's what I wanted. Surprised we didn't get any extra rerolls or eliminates this update, since we got a bunch more items and weapons again. Maybe in the next one. One attack up. Look, just adds. I think I might still have like 2 more minutes before I can. What's it called? Did I upgrade one of my stamps just now? Yeah. So one minor complaint is you can't check the item up, the weapon up top. Because for some characters you don't know if their weapon is considered, it's called ranged and what's the other thing called? Multi-ammos. Because some characters you'd be surprised what's considered a ranged multi-shot item. The weapon, I mean. Enemy. I'd probably have the easiest time doing it on stage 1, so it's not a big deal. That and the start of a level rather than 8 minutes in. It'd be great if I could get what's it called though? The main weapon enhancer stamp. Not Shuriken, but that is a good one for her as well. Shuriken. Actually, I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's Akuki? Oh, that'll help. That just gave me 3 Risus in a row, definitely. I'll have to keep that in mind when playing as her to not go after Yagos too hard. I'll have to pay attention to items more because they might have been changed even more. Oh, Shuriken! Let's get rid of the knockback and improvement. There we go. Extra nuts for everyone. Attack up. Wait, did it just go transparent? It does. Smart. Ooh, 10-minute mark. Oh! Ooh! What was that? Ooh! Definitely need some bits there. Definitely gonna need some hits there no matter what. Haste up. Haste still remains like the best stat upgrade besides maybe for Matsuri. Oh, your clone even picks up items for you. So let's go ahead and give this a try. 150, 135. Oh. It's just your list of labs that you have unlocked, so you don't have to look at it beforehand or save it anywhere. That's good to know. But I assume there's more than one new collab, or at least one new collab, so that's one thing I don't. For sure. Oop. What? Yeah? Come on up. Wish I could pick him up right now. I can't, so let me do that quick. Come here. There you are, booger. Hi. Oh, what is he happy going on? Hey, stop. I suppose if I care for going for that haste up achievement, it'd just be getting actually, I suppose turning off items would be the easiest way to get that, so I won't worry about it. Let's improve. And crit damage. Ooh. That's actually pretty good. Wonder if the crit damage one was improved then in exchange. Photon's goggles. They even have teacups on them. Showing how much I don't know about Indonesia's girls as much. Oh, next boss. HP, attack. Yeah, the difference of getting the, I think it's the King stamp. So huge against these guys. And how much damage? Internal damage is doing like 250. Which is almost more than one of my, whatchamacallit. Wait. Does the store's skill upgrade thing increase the damage of your per internal damage? Because that can be huge. Because if 275 is only 25%, and my other thing is doing 100 damage, then I shouldn't be killing these guys in 1 or 2 hits. Lifesteal, it's the same thing. Size is the same. Good. Ah, okay. Paste up again. Oh, there's turbos now. Oh no. Another piece up. If I could just get that one sting, I'd be doing so much more damage. Oh, last reroll. Crit. Yeah, let's go for crit. I had basically enough damage that any crit happening kills them, so. Now it's in 300, so I need. Oh! Now we got ranged guys coming in. 1430 mark. Okay. It's good to remember what times are dangerous. 2000 HP. It's funny, Risu's going to be one of the ones who can kill those kinds of things more regularly than any other girl because of her internal damage, just doing percentage based on anything what bosses. Ooh! Oof, that was a lot of damage. 15 minutes or so. Basically, once the range starts coming in, that's when things get actually dangerous. There's Zeta's. The stage is actually quite small when you're going around enemies like this. And wrangling them up. How much HP does a level up give again? I gotta check that. So I wonder how you turn off skills so that you don't get skilled. I suppose it's turn off your fandom, turn off, turn on. Ah. Well, they spawned on me. I suppose you want to eliminate your skills when you level up, so that they never appear again. Oof. It's a lot of enemies all of a sudden. Where are they shooting too? Oh, they despawn. So I'm just wondering right now. Oh no, they weren't shooting. It was Kobo's clouds. Kobolumbuses, I think they're called. Seems safe for the most part. Did they despawn or am I killing them? Despawn. Now they despawned. Haste up. Big haste up. Let's go. It's probably one of the biggest game changers if you aren't doing one weapon only runs. Can't tell if I'm getting hit. Could have sworn it makes a noise when you do, but I haven't been hearing it at all. Just got hit. Oh well, definitely one I'll get next one or two maybe. But specials ready. Man, this 19-minute onslaught is actually quite tough compared to all the others, since they actually keep up pretty well. Ooh. Let's pop it as soon as I run into trouble. Oh, fully hit. Anvil number 1. And stamp upgrade. What do we got now? Keep moving. Oh. Oh my god, what? What? Two of them. Okay. Oh, we can get another box before the end of the stage then. Is there another one? I assume there's 3. For all of Area 51. It's like a Miko one with her flamethrower. That looks close to base. Maybe H-on instead. There we go. Right, let's do another. If there are targets nearby, swing a sausage towards the closest target. Huh. That's a new weapon. Path of Sincere charge rifle. Then shortly fires second charge beam. Each target hit by the initial beam increases the size and damage of the second one. And then on/forward. Stage 4. Targets can drop Hololive merch. When picking him up, Ollie takes 5 damage, but heals it back after 2 seconds and gains 30% haste and speed for 8 seconds. That's good. And accurate title for the skill as well. Wonder what the drop rate is, because you don't want to pick it up too much, I suppose. Let's grab it. What's this? Attacks have a 3% chance to hit. Hollow coins out. Chance and amount is increased for every 10 damage dealt. Oh, there's a bag. You have to pick it up yourself. You can't just go near it. Increase damage by 20%. Just checking these to see if there's anything there before I delete them. I was hoping to see if I can't. Oof, she needs a haste. Attack size for 20%. If HP reaches 0, Ollie gains undead and cannot die for 10 seconds. However, each time it activates, Ollie loses 50% max HP for 1 minute. Gain 2% attack for each 3 max HP lost? Gains undead and cannot die for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. So I guess it's a risk-reward thing. Like, if I die real quick, I'll get a nice boost of, like... I'd lose 60, so that means I'd gain 10, 20, 40% attack, I guess? I'll leave it be for now. When picking up, gains 40%. This... faster attack. Good, good, good. Damage and attack size. Main weapon and special attacks. Not a good one for her, at least. Ooh, the attack size is actually pretty good now. Night Milk has not changed. Same with Sake. Wait, what was her special? I don't think I looked at it. Can I see it? No, I can't. So oh yeah, charged rifle. And it can be used every minute. Throws the sword. Sami ninjutsu. Spend... Huh? A one-time strength jutsu. sounds extremely strong. It's like Aki's belly dancing. So I'm going to take this over the sword, just because. Oh, there it is down there. I see it. So there's one stack. Oof. Wonder if that does, like, huge amounts of hits. No, it seems to just be, like, on the travel out and the travel in. Oh, face mask. I don't want to delete anything. Let's check this. Soft moving 1.50 times. Okay. So now I'm maxed, I think. So go ahead and cast it. Ooh! That seems very good. Take a nice crit boost. Negate one hit and create a shockwave. That's normal as usual. Oof. What's this? Undead. Might as well grab that now, but yeah. Now I can respawn. Why did I just take that? Whoops. I wonder if that procs after zombie, or if you actually die at least. Just gonna eat a lot of damage for now. Level 2. Wait. Oh, okay, every 2 max HP lost. Gotta die on purpose. There we go. Undead is procced. It looks like my revive has not been lost. Okay. Big damage. I should upgrade Simp. Alright, I can die again, but I only have 62%, 62 HP at the moment. It might be one you only want to use once. Whoops. I have to keep moving. Oh, you can't spin it too much. Ooh, the haste is actually good now. Shock. Oh, it stuns too. Oh, I can see Botons now. See, this one could be really good when you're not using just main weapon special attacks. And obviously, since I'm Ollie, this is terrible. Because you can lose 6 HP and you'll gain, what, 2% damage per? Yeah. So for this, it's bad for Ollie. Well, actually, you could die again, I guess. And get more from that as well. That makes sense. So it actually could be good on Ollie. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab this again. Right. Chance of critical hits caused by this weapon. Oh, they changed it. It's a crit chance instead of a crit damage. So for some people, you don't even need that one. Just get the sword one. Oh, I revived full health. Yeah, lots of them. I have to check every once in a while to make sure nothing else changed for an item before I delete it or pick up something else. Boom, boom, boom. Sadly, I don't think that's going to kill me, so... This one. Okay, I died. So for a few seconds, you can't die, and it lets you heal up a bit. After that, you gotta be careful. I need to grab more simple items. Get my damage back up. Haste back up. There it is. Now, without that buff, you're a bit slow and risky. Everything is now upgraded, so I'm gonna leave that be. I'll take this. For every 1 max HP lost. I'm gonna leave this on the ground until I get another item. Like this. Upgrade. Jesus, how fast she attacks now. It's almost instantly out. And shot. I can die again soon, so... Good thing I did. Pop me. Come on. There. Zombie ninjutsu. Let's get shackles. I wonder if the, what's it called? Duration resets if you die again. That might actually be a good one to go for. It's like just that nice little mid-range of 2 deaths. Or just stacking it up so much that you can one-shot anything. But no, it doesn't work that way. Crit damage increased. Add that. I don't need hollow coins on her, so I'll just throw them to that. I suppose Ollie's isn't considered a, what's it called? And unlike Aki, you have to remember to stop moving every once in a while. I assume Shuriken is not good for her. Oof, look at that damage. I heard my cat doing something. Yeah, he's doing something. Be right back. He had to be set free. Oh, I reset already. Oops, dropped my thing too. Reroll 1, 2. Membership. I can get either Gorilla Gloves or something else. Okay. Gorilla Paw. Or... not Devil's Hat, that's for sure. Oh, injection type. I suppose I want Gorilla's Paw out of the two. I just did a boss, so I might as well grab this now. She does a lot of damage. Oof. Not enough to kill those, it seems, though. Unless I missed. Oops. Gotta keep moving. Is there a visual effect to tell when it's fully charged, or... Not really. Gotta be careful I don't eat too many of those in one go. Oh, jeez. Couldn't grab the membership. I'll re-roll this one. Attack. Jeez, she's killing the Cobolumbuses. Just about ready to die again. I did die. There. Size up? Sure. Wonder what would happen if I actually took too many of those while I'm in undead state. Because I don't die again, I assume. Because you can't die. Check that. And cannot die for 10 seconds. So I suppose... Yeah, so you could actually pick up a bunch of those. Let them take your damage. And then you'll heal up. To full from the 5 thing proc. I sort of want to do it, but I feel it's too risky at my... I got some max HP just now, so I could drop down to 34%. I'll check my damage in a few seconds. 295. Versus... 159, so I'd only be getting half that. 295, 159, it's about 140. Yeah, it's insane how much there is now, JW. Like, just this update alone adds 9 girls, which if the gacha core requirements, if you're a completionist... What? Oh. I got, the 10-minute survival thing for her. Oh, I'm ready to die. Okay. Want to test my thing. Here. Bunch of those. They missed, but they did heal me up, so it does work. Here. Yeah, 9 girls and the gacha core requirements, if you want to complete that, is what? 6 stages, 7 stages, 7 times 9 girls, 63 clears, which takes 20 minutes minimum. That alone is like 12 hours. That's just playing with the new girls, and that's it. Bond for her isn't that good, but I just assume it's better than Size Up. Oh, Handle. And the Dude. Just use that to upgrade my bomb some more. I can zap. You gotta remember to keep an eye on your 3 timers, basically. Your special, and your death, which just finished. There. Nice and healed up instantly. And I'm ready to shock him. And of course, that's excluding all the grinding you can do for all the store stuff and the new Hollow House, which I haven't even entered. I think I'm going to do that after this clear. Oh. Oh. Upgrade. I haven't been getting one of my favorite stamps this entire time. Which I mean isn't too crazy. Oh, I healed up. Or recovered, I should say, I guess. These up. There. Almost healed up to max from that. Up. Yeah, she can definitely be a main weapon warrior. But I think Risu might be one that isn't. Party shock. I'm glad they added that buffer time way back when with Kiara, because sometimes I'll forget I need to move for a half second. Oh, time to die again. Not enough damage taken. There we go. And healed. And shock. Get up. And points. The fact that I'm hearing the damage I take from picking up the synth bags is so bad. Meanwhile, I didn't hear the damage I took from mobs as recent. I don't know why. Maybe the nuts were loud or something? You have to be aiming at your final shot area a bit early. Almost time to die again. Oops, I just procced it early. That's not good. Well, now I'm doing a bunch of damage. I'm at 40 HP. High risk, high reward gameplay. And here I was saying Risu might be the only one that can kill those stationaries very easily. Actually, I was saying Ollie's a good main character, or main weapon character, but honestly, she could do very well with non-main weapons too. I really like the main weapon focus build that you can do, especially with all the other updates they've done to it. You know, besides the fact that I haven't gotten that stamp at all. I wonder if it's gone. I mean, it's only 2 runs, so it might not be true. But if she does get it, oof, she will do some damage. Oh, I revived. That's the thing about her high risk, high reward gameplay too, is you could always choose to die again. Might be a good one to take the body pillow. You die, get your shield back on while you're waiting for the 10 seconds of immunity. Then you're already healed back up. Or you have a shield to eat the first hit so you don't die again that easily. As long as you don't die in those 10 seconds, you could actually live forever. You know what? I'm going dangerous build. Let's go for it. Hit me. Because if I deal enough damage, actually, it loses its effect after like 2 or 3 deaths, basically. You don't get double damage, double damage, double damage. You get a few, what's it called? It's bonuses, but then you lose it after a bit. Diminishing returns, that's it. Dang, Risu had trouble killing these, meanwhile, Ollie's just blasting through their wave. 3, 1, takes up. Yeah, what is it? 2% damage for every HP lost? So you'd still get 90% damage from the second death, but after that, it's sort of not worth it. Honestly, I should die again. Please kill me. Thank you. Thanks. And it's about to end. Because at this point, now I would lose, what, 23 HP, which would give me 46% attack damage. After 2, it's not really worth it. Oh, there it is! Let's get rid of the crit up stamp. Oh, wait a second. That's only 10% now. They nerfed it a bunch. They really didn't want you using this once they realized how strong it was. Because you have this doing 25%, this is only doing 100% after the upgrade. But this also increases your crit damage. Let me read it again. For each empty weapon slot. So yeah, you can only get 150 instead of 200, I think. Maybe it was more. Pretty sure it was much more. Like 40%. So your first one was 100, then... No, it was even more than that. I think I'm about to die. Oof, I died. Not paying attention. Right, let's do a zap in a second. Grab this. And zap. Yeah, they nerfed it, so you don't deal as much damage. But you can still do that. Killing the mobs that can shoot at you, or not shoot at you, but fly at you. Oh, I'm about to die again. Just barely. I suppose that makes sense. It's about 23 HP maximum. Heal up. Jeez, that did 1600 damage? instead. So that's 15% times 5. So that'd be only 75% instead of 40%. Yeah, it's got nerfed a lot. It's only 3 times stronger than this now. With the crit damage, this is actually stronger still. So doing the main weapon build isn't that important anymore. Unless you get the Pokemon, I suppose. Alright, I revived. Let's eat some more hits and die. Okay. Wait, is there some kind of pity there? I thought I saw 26% instead of 25. Shock. Everything's maxed out. Check this. No other effects. Ollie definitely moves slow without the simple effect. Oh, 20-minute mark. Fire! Jeez. Let's go to the Hollow House. Increase speed. In addition, increases damage of melee weapons. So what would that be? Sausage? Anyone with a main weapon? Let me check the shop armory. Melee weapons. What's even a melee weapon? Oh. Lamy Water's a melee weapon? Sausage. That's it. So it's only those two. What about collabs? Oh. Absolute Wall, that makes sense. BL Fujoshi, makes sense as well. Oof, that's a lot of new collabs. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these collabs? The fact that there are question marks here makes me think they're not collabs. That's it. So you have 2 melee collabs. This plus Absolute Wall. BL Fujoshi. But beyond this isn't melee before it's upgraded. Same BL what's melee weapon. So what was the other one? BL Fujoshi and Absolute Ball, which I cannot remember how to make. I think it was the bouncy ball and the cutting board. What was I checking here? No, there's nothing here. Okay. Let's go to the Hollow House. You can still choose her stage. Reset. Bye. Saving. Oh, this is going to cost a lot. 75,000 at the end. 100,000 for a body fill-up. Yeah, this stuff 300,000. 150,000. Oh, that's a money sink. It's a huge money sink. Oh, look at all these plushes. They cost so much. It's almost nothing. Pony clock, 200,000. Wait, what? What? I stole fish from Callie. Cooking. Oh yeah, I'm a magic talking cauldron. What are you looking at? You can use me to cook various dishes. If you have a bunch of fish and props you don't need, you can throw them into me and I'll pop out a tasty dish. Just like that. I have a whole bunch of recipes that each require different ingredients. So choose whichever one you like as long as you have the ingredients. I'll make it for you. These dishes will help you on your adventures by granting stat ups and special effects that may help you in battle. Each time you go into one adventure, you'll eat up one use of a dish, and the effects will be active for that run. Each dish can be used for multiple runs. However, only one dish can be active at a time, so don't be too hasty and cook everything. Once you cook up a dish, that's the dish you'll use for your next adventure. You can set a dish to be auto-cooked as long as you have the ingredients, and I'll cook it and send it over to you automatically. But if you run out, then forget about it. So what will it be today? Let's see. Just some simple attack. I don't have any wheat for it, so what we got here? Manage, hire, collect. You read the notes written on the bulletin board. Here you can recruit volunteers looking for work. These workers will help you slowly make money, just as long as you keep them well fed. First, you'll have to pay an initial cost to send the worker your way. Then, as long as they have the stamina, they'll continue working by themselves and generate holocoins for you, whether you're here or not. Workers are all different and each have their own strengths and weaknesses. Workers have the following stats: stamina, how long they can work before they be exhausted; efficiency, how many they gather; experience rate; and max level. As a team, they recover stamina and gain experience. The worker will level up and improve stuff. You yourself will also learn to become a better manager. Scout stronger and stronger workers, but space is limited, you only have 10. And you can ask people to retire if you need to. Help you in your ventures. Okay, so first I need food. All these people coming here, so talk. Nemu. Good day to you. I'm Nemu. I'm looking after this farm for Fauna. Here you can help raise crops to use however you'd like. As a representative of Mother Nature herself, we will be happy for you to help us grow all sorts of different plants. To get started, you can buy some special farming soil as well as seeds from me. Then simply select one of the 8 farming spots and then choose a combination of soil and seed. Of course, plants will take some time to grow, but don't worry. If you decide to go somewhere else, I'll look over the plants for you while you're gone. They'll continue to grow. Now, all plants love water as it helps them grow, so if you take the time to water the plants, they'll grow faster. Thanks to my special magic, the plants on this farm will never die, so you can rest easy. By the way, I have 3 different soils you can buy. No special properties. Speeds up plant growth by 40%. And increase the yield of harvest by 3 times. Yep, that's the one you want. Probably. I hope you'll enjoy the fun of farming and help Fauna with her work as Mother Nature. Ooh, I'm excited to see what kind of farm you'll create. So enhance soil. Just doing my math real quick in my head. So this will give you 3 times for this. Well, this is 40% faster. That only cuts it in half. So I think it's faster just to enhance your soil. What? Is that me? Oh, I have an umbrella when it rains. Huh. I guess I can steal people. Talk. Welcome to my fish shop. I'm Bloop, and I trade in fishing goods. See that pond in front of me? That's where you can fish up all kinds of sea life. If you trade me some of the fish, I'll pay you some sand in return. You already have a fishing rod, so you can start immediately, but your starting fishing rod isn't very good, so you won't be able to catch every kind of fish just yet. Worry not. I have a bunch of better rods I can sell to you. What? You think I'll just give it to you for free? Anyways, the more fish you catch in a row, the harder it will be to catch them. But if you can do it, you'll get more bonus fish the more you catch. Isn't that great? And if you're super duper lucky, you may even catch some shiny fish. Give me some of those and I'll pay you a lot for your troubles. If you find yourself having too much sand, I can trade them back for some holocoins. But why would you not want sand? Oh, what are you waiting for? Get fishing already. Wait, me? No, you can't fish me. Steal your fish. So me. Hmm? Oh, bye. Wait. Hmm? Sell. Okay. So let me just take a look. That belonged to a local Uncle Dad for the 3,000. Alright, you can't use it for a while. Because I don't have enough. Even if I sell everything I got. I'll be short of it. So, let's go do this. I didn't actually buy some props yet. How many do you have? A lot. So I may as well just buy like one of each for now. No, I should buy a bunch of each. But I'll put in one of each. I'll need this to feed my workers after anyway, so. Okay. Bye. Right. So, plant seed, enhanced wheat. Confirmed. Enhanced tomato. Oops. Wait, did she just water it for me? Can't really tell. I think she did. Onion. Alright, let's water. Oh, it speeds up a lot. Ooh. Oh, and there's a cooldown to water. Okay. Yeah, so expediting their speed isn't that important, I'd say. Let's take a look around and see if... What? Okay. Settings. Okay. Let's try watering again. Not yet. There. Wonderful. She left. This one that was an achievement to annoy them. Oh, you can tell by the color of the soil. Oh, fish. Thank you. So how do I... Hmm? Oh. Okay. Hmm? So how does the combo work? Okay. Ooh, 6 shrimp? Jeez. What is that? Oh, it's a button press. Okay. Right, let's leave that be for now. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I just wanted to, grab my... Hmm? Oh, I can harvest now. Almost harvest. Oh, some of these have a different, grow time. So I guess the wheat is for, what's it called? Probably for your workers for the most part. So I'll throw some more wheat in here. For the workers, of course. Buy a lot of enhanced soil, I guess. Definitely gonna need a lot more seeds then. Since I doubt we get any for free. These member messages are going to get annoying. Wonder if there's a way you can turn them off. Let's get some more wheat in there for now. Oh, this is automatically watering them for me. At least I think they are. 52, 52. Yep, automatically waters for me. Let's hire someone then. So let's see. Max level is 19. I feel like I should get the level 19 one first. Savage Strudel. So it's like EXP rate, stamina, efficiency. Sure. Let's get some more. I feel like the higher level ones is probably the better one to go for. Let's see. The XP rate is the same. Max level is almost the same. But this one's efficiency, it's so much better. Maybe I should keep an eye out for that as well. Look at this one, it's almost the same, but the efficiency is better than this one. Oh, this one. Yeah, so take Andrew. Might as well get some more. Wait, are these people's names? It's other people's names! All 20s. This one's obviously much better. Oh, it's very good. Another one. This one looks good. Same with this one. Level 10 is a bit too low. These three are my choices. So you have 33. I feel like your efficiency is probably the best choice. Your stamina is high anyway. Alright, that should be enough for now. How do I give them food? Let's cook. So let's make one of those. Correct. Oh! Okay. Manage. Working feed. Oh, you need specific feed for people. Well, at least I have some for everyone. Let's go collect. I've got enough wheat now. Or at least more now, I should say. Let's check my feeds again. Manage. Wheat is good. Clownfish, tomato. So I need tomatoes. So let's go and put some tomatoes in here. Tomato. 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 I forgot to water these. Oh well. Jeez, it's gonna take up so much more time if I do this. I just want to get some more people if I can. So you can't see what they eat. Level 18, 134. Anyone close? 437. I think this may be better. Oops. Oh, let's get good. So what's this new guy's eating? Clownfish. Okay, let's try fishing some. After I steal this fish. Fish. Okay, so that's what clownfish looks like. What's this? Changing rods will reset the combo chain. Huh. Let's keep going a bit then. Just get a bit of a combo going. Thank you. Does that speed it up more as you get a higher combo? Bonus fish 0. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Maybe it's just because I'm catching bad fish. Quote, bad fish. No, it doesn't look like it. Get 10 combos. Oh, speed goes up. And I got a bonus fish. Okay. Let's go ahead and water these. Okay. Check on my people. Manage. Stamina, experience. Oh, no one's got an experience yet, so. Well, everyone eats wheat and tomato and clownfish still, so. Oh, don't have to worry about my crops. Let's do this some more. So it speeds up and you get more fish. Okay. Oops. But you can mess up and your chain is not broken? Nope. Okay. It's nice. The rhythm game isn't too bad. Oh, crops are ready. I should be planting right away. Potatoes are next. At least it remembers the crop you put in last. So when you do it when it's raining, it's actually very good. Because then you don't have to water them again. Okay, that's all set. Let's hire some more people. 19, 11, 16, 15, 19. It's all 19 here. That's very good. Let's go ahead and take him. Let's check chicken runners, food, wheat tomatoes. Okay. What other foods can I make? Tuna sandwich. Increase your speed by 25%. Increase your crit by 10%. Automatically heal 50% HP blocks below. 25% up to 10 times. Wow. Burgers drop twice as often. That's it. It's actually not too many choices. Oh, good thing I already made tempo, so I'm all set there. I feel like I should change raw to ASAP, but I just feel this great need to fish. Thank you. I love that you can steal fish. And it's a regular thing. I assume this levels up to my next extra fish, right? Yep. 2 fish and speed level 2. Wait. I got 2 shrimp, and that's it. Even though I have 2 bonus fish. Glad we have this rain. It's probably taking care of my crops this entire time. Does the speed actually not change your rhythm game speed? Let's go ahead and sell you some of these. Some of these. Just some of these as well. Honestly, I should sell a bit over half. 4,000. So I can upgrade to this. Let's go for it. That's how you change it. Okay. Gotta water everything. Oh no, it's ready to be harvested. Very much. potatoes are done. Next up, it's... Oops. Oops. This one. Let's take a look at how much money they've earned me now. Collect. 1,000. You can tell that the efficiency matters a bunch for this. Like maybe one of the most important things here. No one's gained any experience. Maybe max level isn't too important. Might as well go ahead and hire more. For efficiency, let's go for you right away. Ignoring everything else. 11, 13, 15, 4. Oh wait, I remember now when you they took a thing and they asked what your favorites are. And that's what you appear as. Fish, tomato, tuna. Tuna's one of them now. Let's water the crops. Let's go fishing some more. Come on. Thank you. Jeez, that takes a while to catch. Oh, it's a new fish. Oh, someone's become exhausted. Steal that. Let me take a look at your homework. Exhausted. Experience is still not changed. Now he's resting, I guess. Alright. Steal. And it's like, for your first rod, you could probably just steal the fish you need for it. I don't know why I just caught, actually. Lobster and something else. Koi fish. Still lobster. At least you don't have to keep an eye on the lure at all. Just your fish. Oh, the rice is fully gone. Let's put the new plant in. Onions. Oops. It's in before it finishes raining. Okay. Let's take a look at my workers again. Exhausted. No experience percentage for level ups, so I guess this is a very long thing that you do when you're offline. At least that's my assumption. 3 efficiency, 35 stamina. Experience rate's a bit low, but that's fine. So, yeah, let's go for you. And one more. 19, 4, and 40. That sounds very good. Yeah. Alright, now we're maxed out. People are done working and whatnot. Let's check the foods again. Wheat, clownfish, tomato, tuna, shrimp. Okay. So just always make sure to have some fish on it. It's still leaning out, so I can fish. Tuna. Tuna again. I wonder how important having a chain is. Like, just for the rarity part. Alright, next Tuesday's stream, hollow fishing. Let's go water the crops. I wonder what the requirement was to unlock the hollow house. Maybe beating the stage or something? Yeah, still no experience. Don't know how that works. Let's see if there's any new recipes. Here's this, max HP, but there is more. Attack, speed, crit, pickup range, haste. Ooh, love haste. It's the best stat in the game to me. I need green beans for it. Max HP, burgers drop, and that's it. Okay. Crops are needing to be watered soon, but not too soon. It's funny, when I do fishing, I want to use the directional pad, but everything else I want to use my stick. Let's go back to the crops. And they're ready. Put in my non-onion carrots. Oops. Water. 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 Oops, didn't work. So people are still exhausted? For the most part? Yeah. Everyone who I hired early is exhausted still. Their stamina's at 0 still. How do you feed them? Oh! You can feed them! Oh, jeez. Wait. Okay. Can't believe I didn't do that earlier. Level up. Efficiency goes up, and max stamina goes up. Oops. Alright, let's feed you. Get your stamina back up. Feed you. Get your stamina back up. Stamina back up for you. So stamina just means how long they can be left alone, I feel. And everyone else seems to be fine for the most part. Yeah. Now, if I noticed this earlier, I would have done it earlier. And now my manager level is starting to go up. Okay. Now I definitely need more food and fish. I thought it was an auto feeder, so long as you had the food they'd eat once they're exhausted. I guess you can change their name too. I can name them after chat. Oh, I was mistiming it. I think I can go water my crops again soon. Not worrying too much about changing my fishing pole yet. Oh. I always loved Sora's idle animation. IDLE. Oh, it's raining, so my crops are all set now. I swear I'll change back to the real game soon. Thankfully, the crops go on their own even if you don't water them when you're not here, so if I throw in the biggest crop and do a 20-minute run, it'll be ready before the run finishes, but it still takes a while considering how long it takes even while I've been watering it. Oh, they're just finishing up now. Yep, there they all go just then. Let's grab these. Put in some green beans, because that's my thing I need the most now. Right, green beans are in. Let's go ahead and take a look at everyone's stamina now. Status. Okay. Level you up. Your efficiency does go up over time, that's good. Level up again. Level up again. Not leveling up. Level up. Another efficiency for that guy. 8 and 8. Yep. Level up for me. Jeez, look at all these level ups. Again. Another for you. See if there's any new recipes. Nope, nothing yet. But mine will definitely be this lobster dinner, which I need green beans for, and wheat for. So I definitely need to put more wheat in afterwards. Let's go catch one. Steal this. And one more catch. Okay, watering time. Well, it really cuts out exactly a minute, basically. You need 1. You need 2, I think. Yeah. It's out of wheat now. I definitely need more wheat after this. 6. Yep. Level you up. So you can actually feed over their stamina, so you could level them up forcefully. For now, I'm just doing it to recover stamina, so... That's it. Steal some fish? Yes. Alright, I'll wait till everything's grown. Put in wheat. Let's do this. It's nice to give you so much to do even here. This alone is like a whole nother game. I can't believe they added so much just for this. Is this what Animal Crossing feels like? 3 bonus fish for... Come on. I just wanted one more. Yep, because they're starting to be fully grown now. Alright, let's throw in wheat. Definitely need something now. Yeah, it's still 5 minutes even for wheat, so... Definitely need some more soil soon, too. Okay. Buy some more soil. And more seeds. Seems how I need these two definitely for my people. I definitely need green beans. Not sure what else I need yet, though. So once I get my wheat, I'll feed everyone, and then leave. Yeah, I guess look at my wheat remaining amounts. Nice, we'll level up. Alright, so it's like you level it up, and then you can see how much more you get to the level up. Okay. No, Suicide, get out of there! I suppose a good max stamina is actually useful, but I can want my crops again. 1 minute left on them all. Let's take a look at my rod now. Sort of need my shrimp, clownfish, and tuna, so let's only sell a few. Oh wow, I only have 2 eels. I can't even buy the next one unless I do my selling of more of these. How many do I need? This much? But I shouldn't sell those other ones since I need them for my guys. Alright, let's go ahead and buy my next one. $50,000 sand. Now the combos are going to start going up. Right. Goodbye. I just did green beans, so I can put in peppers now. And it's now at almost 8. Water these. Take care of my employees. Then go out to battle after cooking food for myself. Okay. This. I want paste. Thank you. Right. Collect. Manage. 41 is your max. Okay. 8 is your max now. 8. Steal the clownfish. Steal it. Alright, let's leave finally. What? No, Usagi. Sorry, pal. This road is closed for now. The Usada Casino is still under construction, and it probably won't be done for some more months. Why don't you come back another time? How about over here? Nope, nothing planned over here yet. I don't know how to exit, so... I suppose this is just where you build stuff. That's it. I can level up like 2 of them if I... There's one. Do they change their food every time they level up? They might. What's the title? Yes. Alright. Distraction over. So I've got 1 clear on her. I wonder if I can check her thing now. 1 sec. Olive. So it's pretty... say that's a bit more than 1/4 is 1 clear. 1 nuclear of a normal. So if you do a nuclear of a hard, it gives a tiny bit, not too much. Still gotta do like 5 clears if you want to do it. Okay. Let's play the next one I want to do. Spray of feathers, front to back, charge up 5 punches. Charges up to 5 punches. Knocks out holograms. Lightning transforms, deals constant damage to any. Let's go. What? Oh! You choose to use your food or not. What skill do I have? I'm not moving. Then every 2 seconds, gain 10 stack up to 10 stacks of resting, which reduces damage, but reduces all damage dealt by 7%. Jeez. Why would you want this? Like, the only reason you'd want it is to heal, I guess. Alright, so Anya needs to keep moving too. Let's get back out of the center. It's a good thing I got that haste for her. Jeez. Palu. Extra Karis. Oh, it's a nice little, like, it's called reverse V. If a target is within Anya's pickup range, melee weapons have a chance to hit twice. So she's a melee weapon specialist. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for, future. Else. She could be good for this, because you'd have 140 divided by 6. That's 20 plus a bit worse. 22% damage? 22% damage, I'd say. So that is better than a few of the other things. I think I'm going to grab it after. And it's something that upgrades as you get more health, so. That's Slumber upgrade, I don't want that. 25% damage and another one. And it's like it's a focus attack. Notice how it's going for the center. It's like a reverse of what you'd expect doing such an attack. Summons one more, increases their defeating targets may grant 1 stack of sharpen. Every 10 stacks, increase your attack by 4%, creates a sharp orb, which deals 40% damage per 10 stacks to targets. When hit, she loses stacks. Okay. I should grab that, just start grabbing stacks. Now I'll start doing some AoE effects. Whoops. I started slumbering, sorry. Every 10 stacks increases attack by, so that's 50 or 30%. Oh, I can do my thing. Oh. Not sure if I'm dealing damage with the sharp orb. Like, do I have to be like right on them? It's considered a melee weapon, so melee weapons have a chance to hit twice. So this is perfect for her, along with the ninja headband. Our pickup range is already huge because of my shot. Oh, I didn't even read what the Awaken does, whoops. Does it just attack some nearby enemies sometimes? I think I should take this cutting deep. It's like with all these new changes, you can get some interesting builds out there. Living weapon full upgrade. Puma. For every 5 points. Oh, it's even better than I was thinking. Ooh, that might be a perfect weapon to get on every character then. Because it's literally a special attack too. Pickup range 60% more. 25% chance to hit twice. Ooh. She's going to be a melee specialist. Still don't know what her awakened attack does. Wish I could check that, but unfortunately I can't. I just want to take a look. 4 HP. So that's like 4. So it's 25 plus almost half. So it's almost 37% for a 145 HP character. So even Ollie would be decent with that. Let's go ahead and grab another one then. See if it goes up another rank afterwards. Okay. Nope, it maxes out there. Okay. What is this? Hold stamp. On hit, if the player does not get attacked by the target for 4 seconds, the target may become frozen and take 50% cold damage for 3 seconds. The only issue with this is most of my enemies don't survive for 4 seconds. Well, I'm going to throw it on to see what the upgrade changes. Let's see. This only increases the healing, it seems. Yeah. Alright, increase your speed. In addition, increase damage of melee weapons by 5%. Honestly, this still isn't that good. Because even if it's at the max rate, 25% would be equal to the premium. And like so many other things give damage of weapons. Unless it's multiple flying and whatnot. Basically, it's something you'd want to look up the math for to find out. Yeah, my plan is to go back to the Hollow House and just set up props and manage my own guys. Won't do any fishing, I swear. I'm going to save my special because I don't want to take damage. Should I grab the Kusaragi? Sure. Yeah, I'll save my special so I can avoid taking damage. Or to kill these guys as soon as I can. But at least that stamp isn't as like super necessary as basically your run changes a ton if you do or don't get the stamp. I don't know what it actually is. I assume it's the Aqua King, but is that Aqua's thing that was yeah, she had a building company too. I think she was one of the first ones in. Should I grab membership? Honestly, I don't think so. I'll take membership over the what's it called? Injection. That's what. Oh wow, it actually freezes them too. So that is actually useful against bosses. That's about it. I assume the ones that shoot still shoot. So be careful with that. Making sure I keep moving. Let's grab the energy drink. Wonder if there's new super items with this update as well. Yeah, maybe I'll plan to play this some more next Thursday after I finish Dredge on Tuesday. Alright, let's see if she gets 10 stacks of resting, 50% reduced damage, but also 70% reduced damage dealt. All targets move slower by 75%. That may be actually usable depending on what point of the level you're in. Let's go ahead and grab the energy drink. No, Sleepy Max. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll take membership just to, what's it called? Have the reduced damage shaken just in case I play badly. even though it just won't be necessary. Out of the way. Really want to get this at some point. Basically, it's one that you want to use when you have it rather than none. So for now, I won't grab it. I'll just go ahead and grab it. Paste up. I really don't need coins that badly, so I'll skip the animation. It's like I can't even tell that enemies are getting hit by the sharp roll. Either it's attacking us. Ooh, yes, thank you very much. Let's check the upgrade. So all it does is increases the cold damage by 10%. I don't think so. So now haste is effectively the best stamp you can get. Unless you're a ranged character, then you want Shuriken. I'm glad they added in that ninja headband. Because, awesome. I'm losing frames. I might have to turn off damage numbers. But I am glad we're getting some melee weapon specialties here. So I have Gorilla and this instead of Injection. Yep. So let's go ahead and grab this. Membership. And there's my Gorilla's Paw. So now I'm at 150 HP. That's 60, 80, 120, then 150 is half. So that's 25% increased damage with my two things. My lowest damage increasing thing I have here is effectively membership. Even that's 50%. Yes. Wait, why did Explosion knock away the Zombros just now? I'm not sure. Alright, I think I'm going to get rid of the Turkey Cold Stamp now. Create my attack stamp. Why aren't they coming after me? Oh, what's this? There it is. So yeah, if I replace, let's take a look. 5%, so that's 25% increased damage. Now it's 50% increased damage. Not as big a difference maker as it was before. That's honestly the most important thing to me. Like, it used to make this build viable, having no weapons, but I feel like that's not the point of these kinds of games. It's to, like, get actual builds rather than... I suppose Knight's Milk would be good for her, because your attack range increases and your pickup range increases with it. So that lets you do your double hits with her specialty. So I'll have these until I get the, what's it called? Haste up stamp. Man, getting that and haste up would actually be pretty easy, I assume. But it's another stamp. The first target this weapon hits is marked. The marked target will receive 20% of the damage inflicted on any other targets. That's actually pretty useful. 20% of it. Eh. It's not too useful because everything's going to die too quick. Maybe if you're playing on a hard stage, that'll be useful against the final boss. But I'd leave it on the ground and then pick it up after. Wonder if I can... Okay, I can. I just want to see what upgrading it does. Basically, it's a reverse bomb. That's how I put it. So you'd have a bomb and another item. The marking stamp on the ground, plus one other stamp. Say this useless one. Mage. Use those to upgrade your marking stamp on the final boss. I should upgrade my Gorilla's Paw rather than rerolling it, so I can have a few useful rerolls to do. I think I'm only down to one anyway, so... Oh, I was supposed to grab, what's it called? Hey, Teaspoon. It's another update. So, I don't know if you looked into it, but Mume was nerfed quite a bit. She, yeah, this Sonya. So Mume's main attack no longer hits the entire screen. It only does like 180 instead of 360. Yep. They can't keep an overpowered character like that. Heck, they nerfed my build I usually use on every character. Because the stamp I have on used to do, I think it was like 250% increased damage if you have no other weapons on. Now it only does 75% for the exact same amount. Oh yeah, you can't play this then. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's not size. You haven't even seen the Hollow House yet, which is even worse. Like they added Animal Crossing into the game basically. It's not even it's like a whole nother game within the game. This one, paste up. Oh yeah, they've had costumes since like the first update. That isn't that bad if you ask me. It's just a few extra runs to pay for the costumes. The first or the second update, I'm not sure. Pretty sure it was the first big update that they added them in. At least for Myth. But now it's like almost every character has a costume. The only ones who don't. 10-minute mark. Watch this. Oh, where did it go? It's completely off the map. But, they do have a pity system now, so it's not as bad for the costumes. And look at this, they even have a nice little collab list if you forget what you're building for. And it's always on your screen if you can need it. Yeah, because it's like, when I was playing Vampire Survivors, like, I haven't played too much Vampire Survivors, honestly. Like, they still are, you can't, you have to, make them before it shows them. So, you could always do that before. You used to have to come here and look at. These are only the ones I found, because I haven't found any of the new ones yet, because I have side weapons turned off at the moment. Not at all. I felt that from the get-go because of the ability to aim your weapons. I don't know if Vampire Survivors added that in yet, but yeah, this. Some weapons are terrible without aiming in Vampire Survivors because you shoot out 3 fireballs at like this lone peacock, and now oh look, all these zombies you missed. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, main weapons have stamps. I don't know if you knew about that one. Um, Sub weapons have enchantments, which you can use an anvil for, or they'll sometimes spawn with it. Oops. No. I have absolutely zero healing items on me at the moment. The closest thing I have to that is membership, which reduces the damage you take by like I think 25%. But you have to remember at my point I have everything in the upgrade store unlocked, so I have like probably like double HP, reduced damage taken, extra damage dealt, all that stuff. Corn a pickle. Increases your max HP, and based on your max HP, it increases your main weapons damage and your specials damage. So obviously, since I'm only using those two, it's important for this build. That was one that changed. It used to be they had it as her coffee tea. I forget what it's called specifically, but basically they had it mislabeled. Blacklist Shackles, they remove anything negative on your character. So the energy drink to the left, normally it reduces your max HP by like 20%, but because I have that on, it doesn't reduce your max HP anymore. Same with the Gorilla's Paw, it would normally reduce your crit chance by 20%, but it doesn't while you have that. And then for the face mask, you take 30% more damage, but you don't want to. Basically, it's the required item for the build I used to go for. But that build isn't really necessary anymore. There's so many neat items, I'd say. Yeah, I used to hate it because I just didn't go for the items. But the face mask and the Gorilla's Paw increase your damage, but multiply by 30% each. It's 30%, 3% negative reduction, 66, and 100%. So it's not a full reduction until it's maxed. Yeah, one of the main items I get it for is because the injection type Asakoko. Whoops, I forgot to move. Injection type Asakoko would take 5 HP every second. So with one upgrade you'd get 44 HP. Two upgrades, 2 HP per second. And finally you end it with no HP lost at all. Coco is not playable yet, but most of us assume she'll be coming in once Gen 4 comes. It's just an assumption, but with what's it called? The fighting game, Idol Showdown? Yeah, Sana was added in, but she was in before she graduated. Yep. The real question most people have is for Rushia and Aloe, basically. Because, you know, how Rushia got terminated, and then Aloe was a very quick graduation, so there isn't even references to make with her for the most part. But yeah, most people assume Coco's going to be... Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't expect most people to even know who she is by now. Heck, new people who get in won't know who Coco is. Think about it like that. Hey, gotta be realistic, man. I mean, think about it. No one's going to be making new clips of her. There's no new streams of her or anything else. And then, what else? Well, yeah, they do, but it's not going to be like big stonks because there's no new content for her. I get what you mean, and let's not go further about it. Crit up some more. But, yeah. Everyone assumes Coco will be in when Gen 4 is out. real question is what happens with Gen 3. That's the one no one's sure of. Because the game is cover sanctioned, but it is still fan made. So I'm always curious what to do with this now. I think I'm just going to throw this in place of this. Yeah, I wanted to ask that. How's your Higurashi watching been going? Oh, the new EA engine, they're all great. My favorite is Fuumoka. It's like Shiori's got some interesting content. Biju is the gamer of the bunch. That's fine. But, what else is there? Nerissa is another singer, which I feel like we have not had much of, if you ask me, in the Yeah, I think I'm basically almost I'm probably 1/3 into Chapter 6 now. Basically, when I finish Chapter 8, I'll talk about my spoilers, stuff that I know, and the type of stuff you wouldn't quite notice if you don't know the spoiler at the beginning. So at that point, whenever you finish Chapter 8, you could always go to my YouTube channel and check the bot of that. I wonder if I even link that on my Twitch. Probably not. But yeah, they've changed so much of this game with this update. Normally, you'd never pick up HP for an upgrade, for instance. Unless you wanted more HP. But with my build, I'm actually getting like 2% more damage every time I get more HP. Haste. Haste is like my best stat in this game. And with any character, I feel. Only one character does not benefit from haste. Would be Matsuri, because of how hers works with knockback. So she can't even get as many hits in. Oh, I'm almost at the end. Crit. Stun. Upgrade my haste again. Haste again. And the best part about this haste stamp is it stacks. It's on. Oh, that's unfortunate. And they're still in Chapter 5-ish, right? Or Chapter 4. I'm not too sure, but I feel like the anime glossed over something important in Chapter 5 that I didn't notice while I was playing it. Or watching it, I should say. While playing it. Yeah, okay. I want to try this stamp on real quick. Let's switch out for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it didn't affect my melee. Now I need to go back and get my haste up. There it is. So back. Sell this. Oh, is it like each chapter is just its own video and that's it? No other... Like it's not in parts? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Chapter 5, I'm not going to spoil anything else, can be a huge video. That's all I will say about it. Because it's starting the answer arc, so they're going to be able to delve deeper into all that stuff. Yeah, exactly, so... Yeah, so there can be a lot of production going into that if it's a big video compared to the previous one. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, 20-minute mark. Oh, she does the dashes. I forgot about that. She does the shooting, and she does the dragon's breath. Yeah, and since then there was 2 more, so yeah. Oh yeah, so they have a lot of time, quote unquote, still. Yeah, I can't voice act my characters. The best I can do is my fake. For what's on Sasco. That's about it. That is Anya clear. Now let's go back to the Hollow House. Yeah, just look at this. So you have farming. Alright, let's throw in some meat. Yeah, that's Fauna's mascot. Nemu, yep. I always forget that there's a mascot and then there's fan mascots as well. It always throws me off every time. Because I always think of mascots as the fan mascots. Yeah, you even hire people. See, these are the fans. You know, you just call them fans. Or viewers, as they'd call them and whatnot. Anyway, collect the coins they've earned me. And manage them because they're all exhausted. Yeah, foreigners are great. Yep. And I've realized, you know how these people have names, the fans here? You were able to enter your name in, and you chose your top 5 whatchamacalls'em. What you'd want to be, basically. They obliged. Fauna? Because it's zoomed in so much. Look at Ayame on the left. It's just her in-game model. She's not actually in the thing. Mm-hmm. A lot of care went into this game, honestly. Like, so much care. And it's all for a fan game. Ooh, I'm almost out of tuna. You can now recruit higher tier workers. Yeah, they are. Now I'm out of stuff. I need tuna. I need shrimp. Jeez. I need, like, everything. The left 2, like, right next to me, that's Matsurisu. That's for Matsuri, actually. And the cat is Zeta. It's her agents. Nah, it's all good. No one should be expected to watch everyone and everything. It's just not possible. I got some wheat now. Now I can start planting the next thing. I did peppers before I left, so now I put in this. It's odd. Some of these aren't finished. Huh. But yeah, you have farming, you have little worker management. No, last time I did Iris. You also have fishing. It looks really weird since she has her katanas out, as if you're playing her on the stage. Yeah, fishing. Manta ray, that's a new one. Yep. It's got like every game in this. Or at least simulates every game, I should say. You'll never find a kinder gacha than this now. It's usually something that's predatory, that's like, either the characters are rare, or the costumes for the characters are rare. But in this, it only costs 1,000 points to do a roll. And if you save up 15 things from doing a dupe, you can get a costume. Yago? And check. Nah. In the stages, you can destroy the statue, but here you can't. Yep, cooking pot. You actually have buffs you can get in your stages. Attack, speed, crit, pickup range, haste, which is what I was using. What is this? What? Attack, speed, pickup range, and your max HP, crit, and haste. This does everything. Ooh. Like, sure, it's 5 less... What is it? Sorry. 5 less haste, but you get everything else with it. Automatically heal if your HP drops too low. Increase your max HP by 20, which this one does 10%. Gain of free life, which isn't that good if you ask me. Burgers job twice as often, and that's it. So, this is definitely the best food now. As long as you have enough to do it with. Yeah, and farm, because I saw I can't make it because I don't have a bunch of things. Yeah, I'm not sure why I need for it, so I won't worry too much. But you definitely have to fish and farm for these guys, because look at this one's out of food. His preferred food, at least. Yeah, see. I'm completely out of tuna and something else. Shrimp. Shrimp and tuna. Let me check this actually so I can know what I need. Because that is a good one. Puffer fish, which is fishing, and radish. Which I don't even have those in here. Yeah, strawberries, so I need radish. Steal this eel. Do some more fishing. Honestly, I should start another stage soon. So, as soon as these strawberries finish growing, I'm gonna plant some radishes and go into the stage with Zeta. If you look closely at the bottom right of the fishing thing, you'll see there's chain with bonus fish and speed increases. So it's like you actually get combos in this. As long as you keep catching fish and don't fail. Or if you change your rod, it also resets your combo, because you can get better fish when you get better rods. So of course they don't want you to have a good combo from your terrible rod and easy to catch fish, and then switch to a good rod and get very good fish easily. Alright, I think everything's grown now. You can also steal people's fish. Let's check my... Dang, still another minute? I'm not going to actually plant these up because I want them on the same timer. I don't know why these are off time. Like these two specifically. Steal these. And in the next update, there's going to be a casino. It's already, like, down at the bottom, there's a path. And at the path, there's a left and a right. To the left, there's a bunch of Hekaras viewers. And they're like, the casino's still under construction. Come back in a few months. Alright, that should be enough fishing. Let's do this. And this. Alright, they're both ready. Radishes. And that takes 11 minutes to finish, so you can actually do almost a whole stage, and then it'll be ready for you when you're back. Alright, feed my boys. And then head in. Oops. Oops. Keep messing up the menu since I'm not used to it yet. Eight. Oh, I only have one shrimp, so I should be careful who I give it to. Oh, it's the only one that has shrimp, so go ahead. Alright, I think that's everyone. Yep. So let's get out of here. Quit the title. Play with... Set. Shoots a high-speed piercing bullet. If she's invisible, it becomes a wide area instant shot. Huh. So I guess she'll proc some skill to go invisible. And her skill turns her invisible. Stage 4. 2 shots. Well, it's different enough from Ame and Robocos. Definitely don't want the ninja armband on her, but let's get rid of Palu first. Data collection. On crits, non-melee attacks have a chance to hit 50% additional experience out of non-boss targets. That's way too much stuff. While moving, crit is increased by 10%. If she's invisible, increase crit further. Okay, so she's a crit builder. I love crit builders. Limiter, 3 shots now. As long as I'm moving, I get extra crit damage. or crit chance on them. I'll have to get rid of this for now. Increase the speed and damage of your projectiles. Okay. I gotta make sure to read what her awakening does. I think we're getting more melee and non-melee weapon specifics on characters. Each time a bullet hits the enemy, the damage increases by up to 10%, up to 100. And the P1, let's get rid of plushie, grab this. This basically does more damage as it goes through enemies. There's the shackles. Basically lets me grab the Gorilla Paw even while I'm playing such a crit build character, because otherwise the lost crit would ruin your build. Gain a buff that allows Zeta to dodge the next attack. On dodge, she goes invisible for 4 seconds, and all damage dealt is increased anytime she's invisible. Okay, so yeah. Oh! Now that is nice. That's the thing that turns it into a wide area attack while invisible. She definitely needs the bomb stamp. Her attack is too small. She doesn't do enough AoE effects. But she can use this very well. Huh. Enemies still go after her when invisible from that, though. Oh, you can hear the data collection happening. Neat. Let's go ahead and grab this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get invisible again. Let's get rid of the ninja headband and grab another stack of this. If only there was like a proc on crits that isn't just experience. Especially since it is a 100% crit chance on crits anyway. All damage increased. Let's go ahead and get rid of that damaged loss when they're in my range. Breed. Unfortunate. %20 chance to hit out, 50% additional. Let's get my Gorilla Paw. Cooldown on our special isn't actually that bad. Let's start upgrading our skills some more. Okay, so when you're invisible, you don't take damage. Good. I want to test that real quick. While they weren't special. Uh, hmm. Let's negate stuff. And Lipol upgrade, maybe? Yeah. Grab this anvil finally. She's one that'll make use of the Shuriken stamp very well, though. Since she only has 3 shots normally, getting 2 more shots will add a lot of extra damage. I suppose study glasses would be good on her. Study glasses, ranged weapons. Weapons that hit often. Let's go ahead and upgrade these some more. 15% crit chance upgraded. It's not too much, but the requirement isn't too bad to get it. Just have to keep moving. Which on these stages you already are, basically. Anything beyond like stage 1 hard and stage 2, you're already moving, so. Oh. Oh hey, it's the thing I was talking about before. Gorilla Paw energy drink? I think I'll take an energy drink. Might as well take this for now. I can throw it on the ground after. Alright, you have a good night, Teaspoon. Thanks. I'll probably be ending soon myself after this run. If I don't get stuck fishing. Energy drink. Secret agent. And let's go ahead and upgrade this to the last one. And it's funny, I haven't gotten a super item at all tonight, sadly. I suppose I've only done filler runs, so it's understandable. And I'm doing no weapons, so... Just wanted to get in there, kill a few of those. Oh, I don't have membership. Oh well. Basically take whatever I can get. I'm glad they changed the greed coin, greed stamp, since it was just a proc on hits. Now it actually has a reason to be like stacking more damage and whatnot. Since it changes how many points you get from them. Let's reroll. One more. Face mask. I will always take my haste up more than my damages and whatnot. Though I guess face mask is a damage up as well, actually, so what am I talking about? wonder what weapons go well with Bibby Mask. I suppose Flattening Ward and the Comet is probably a bit too close range. But I suppose what isn't close range, if you consider those close range? I forget, does that? Non-boss targets, okay. Wait, my crit's only 23%? Even when invisible? Oh, 38%, okay. That was weird. Maybe I stopped moving for a second. Let me take 33%. Stop. 18, okay. So I'd stopped moving when I pressed the button, that's all. Special Legion's up. I sort of like that enemies still move. I like that better than the specials stop enemies from moving. I'd rather they move closer so I can kill them easier. Reduce the duration by like 2 seconds if they want. Another haste up, that'll help out. Fold stamp. Honestly, I think I'll just leave it on the ground so I can upgrade anything useful I get soon. Someday I'll have to let you reroll a stamp. Unless they want stamps to be like a true variable. That's just completely random rather than... Haste up. Oh. I'll use you to upgrade this marking stamp then. Get more crit. Yeah, there's quite a few things I'll have to look up. What? Oh. I can have a Zeta survive timer that I just finished. It's charging. Charging again. And it's dead. Pick up. Pop. Trip again. Yeah, she's definitely one you may want to get what are they called? Like speed glasses on. Honestly, experience glasses will be good on every character, as long as you don't have your weapons turned off, since everything gets plus damage from it. Sort of weird that they added more to experience glasses. I get that a lot of people weren't using it, but they filled a specific purpose and that's it, I feel. Now it's like Roboco will definitely improve her damage even further. Definitely like their builds. I'm always a sucker for haste and crit builds, so I heard a stamp up there. What is it? Bay. There's another. Oh no, that's an anvil, I think. Oh no, it is another one. Might as well upgrade my marking again. We can literally see the marking end as soon as it kills its target. Crit. Almost up to like 60% crit thanks to her passive. Well, I am up to 60% now. Let's just leave it be. Ooh, experience. Haste up again. Only if you get the haste up stamp or the projectile up stamp. After that, I have to decide either damage or bomb, basically. They don't give you buffer time for her standing still or moving thing. Compared to, say, Kiara and Ollie's. Special time. Gather around. Perfect time to go stealth just now. Jeez, I really can't get one of the stamps I want. Let's get that for no reason. I wonder if there's a new money farming character now that the greed stamp's been changed. I have to admit, she has some good invulnerability with her special and everything. Yeah, I figured we'd fail at that point. It's funny, you can actually see that the 3 shots aren't all visible shots or physical shots if you gain or drop your stealth within the shot happening. No stamps at all since... Just curious how the what's called works. The knocking experience out of enemies thing. Does it actually spawn experience right away, or is it when they're killed? Oh, it seems to be when they're Hit. Oh, I got invisibility. Let's go ahead and take this. Bye. Bye. And... so she's almost got plus 30% damage from the Pimon buff there. Jeez, that 1630 mark can be a bit tough to dodge. Let's go ahead and upgrade this for no reason. Oh, stamp. I didn't even notice it was a silver one. Thought it was gold, and I just ignored him the entire time. And now I'm probably gonna die. Oh boy. Got this. And Secret Agent. So this. Let's grab Pure Damage. She actually has pretty low damage now that I look at it. Probably because I didn't grab Membership or the, what's it called? The Injection. Those add to like 100 and something. Instead I have all these multipliers that don't add up to much because of it. Probably better off just running up there with it rather than trying to, what's it called? Now, honestly, without a good amount of damage, multiplying your damage isn't that effective. Like, I only have maybe double damage with everything proccing. I probably shouldn't have run in here. Oof. What was that, an anvil, I think? Crypt. I have a Secret Agent block. Yep. Everything's maxed out, so let's sell it. Ooh, I almost ran into my death. I died. I had a terrible build there, honestly. I had all these damage multipliers with no extra damage. Oh, all ranged or what? Dice shot projectiles have plus 10% chance to crit, and if it does, the target takes 500% of the weapon's damage over 5 seconds? Geez, that's a crit build for like Bay and so on again. Oof. Oof. Oh my god. The builds you can make. So when I go into Gacha, I might as well buy some myth and get some costumes real quick. Outfit. I think I already had Enos by my mistake. Outfit. Already had that one, definitely. Outfit, that's new. One more. Outfit, already had that. That looks new. Tearsman. Missing this one, so missing one. Missing two, so I can go ahead and buy these. Wow, they added like every outfit then. Jeez. Alright. Hope time. Now for outfits. That's Bay's new outfit. Bay again. Sana again. Two Bays. Nothing. That should be enough to unlock everything. So even though I only got bays like 15 times, here's Iris's kimono. It's all set. Sana sadly will never have another. Fawn already had hers. Alright, she has that hoodie thing. Tony already has hers, so I shouldn't have done that many rolls. One. Mio already had that. Korne already had that. Did gamers get new ones? Yeah, should have. At least Fubuki did. Oh, there's Mio's. Okay, let's go ahead and start redeeming them. Fubuki has one. Korne has one. Kai has one. Okay. Caillou. Korne. Gen 0 definitely has some. I'm getting absolutely 0. Oh, there's Susei's sailor outfit. That's very good for me because I was honestly feeling like I didn't really... Ooh! Roboco got her queen outfit. Let's take a look. Sora has one. Oski has one. Right, so that's everyone then, just these two. Now Gen 1 has 1, 2, 3. I can unlock them now, so I don't even need to roll with them. Wait. Oh, it's her Chunibyo outfit. Red flag outfit. It's a bit hard to tell what outfit that is. Oops. Then we have Gen 2, who I definitely have enough. It's just one each. It's one each. Okay. Aqua's sailor outfit. Casual outfit. Lolita outfit. Nurse outfit. And formal outfit. Upgrades, I am all done. But I probably want to turn this off soon. Actually, probably turning this off would probably help me out a bit, but oh well. Armory, no thanks. Let's go to the Hollow House and then equip for the night. Ayame's new outfit, so I'm of course going to go with that. Radish is done growing pretty much. Wait, it's only just now finishing for some of them? I've got enough radish now. I should get some more wheat and tomatoes for my boys. 2 tomatoes this time. It's funny, for everything but fishing I want to use my analog sticks, so... Alright, let's manage my people. Bring you back up. Right, you're all set. Oh geez, I don't have any tuna, so I'll give you one. Found fish level up, and restored. Potatoes, I am out of them as well. Jeez, need potatoes. Yep, I'm out of potatoes now. Give you one. I'm out of shrimp. And I'm out of tuna. Alright, let's take a look at the people again. Exhausted shrimp and exhausted tuna. So there's your last tuna. And now you need tomatoes. Perfect. Now all I have left is this one, which has no tuna, so... And no one caught a tuna. Tuna? Pufferfish, if I remember, I needed that for my cooking anyway, so. Oh, I got some tuna. Good. After this catch... Wait, did my bonus end? Why did my bonus end? I don't think I ended my, Yeah, I didn't... Did your bonus reset after your run? Exhausted shrimp. I have no shrimp. I was thinking tuna. But you have enough. Let's see if someone caught a shrimp for me. Nope. I need me some shrimp. What? Is that for like a decoration or just like... I don't even know. Boy fish. Come on, give me some shrimp. I'm all out. Do, 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 do. I don't know why your chain would reset if you go out to do a run. Someone's exhausted. Because I need to feed you too. There you go. Now he takes clownfish. And I'm out of tuna and shrimp. Lots of tuna requirements. Wait, why did so many people become exhausted instantly? I have potatoes. I don't know why we're exhausted. Oh, that's why. I ate potatoes. Okay. Potatoes time. Well, at least I now know what things my people want. Tony caught some clownfish. I gotta steal it. I gotta buy some potato seeds. Oops, not that. Some of these. Some of these. Some of these. Lots of things. It's funny, when you think about it, how much you're putting into your followers, you're probably not getting good investment back from them. Right. You need potatoes, but I don't have any. Same with you. You need shrimp, and I didn't just get some. I was thinking they were clownfish. So it's like, even though I have so much fish, I can't really even get close to it. Inventory, that tells you that. Settings, stick mark. Powerhouse, custom names, and messages. Wonder if I can talk to Blub and ask for help again. Super duper lucky if you find too much sand. Huh. Doesn't tell you how to fish again. I wanted to check that combo thing. Because I don't know why my combo reset even though I didn't change my rod if I remember right. Like, are you only allowed to fish and stay at the Hollow House and then it resets? Definitely need to get some more fish for my boys. Finally, shrimp. Feed one of them. Two. Here you go. I just need potatoes. Since it's raining, I don't need to worry too much about fishing or watering my crops. $11 tuna, jeez. I think I got enough to make that superfood I wanted. I just wonder if there's not something new. Oh, crops are ready. Oops. Let's put some more potatoes in. Alright, this one took a bit longer since I was out of seeds. Now I can feed my last one. Go. Feed you up. You're fine. Goes up by 8. Yep. Up. Pretty soon I'll be able to start replacing my workers. Let's check the recipes. Maybe there's a new one. Oh, fruit sandwich. 30 more coins. Manta ray soup. One extra life? Didn't I already have that? There's the one I want. First drop, and that's it. Yep. This is definitely the one you want. Oh, got some shrimp. There's probably still more food I haven't unlocked, even beyond the stuff I have just unlocked this time. Oh, there's some fish up there I can steal. Thank you. Right. You can get some. Still need more shrimp. Oh, potatoes are coming back in. Alright, let's start putting in the next one. I just did strawberries last. Yeah. So I figure once I do my next planting, that's where I'll stop for the night. Right, steal some fish. Thank you. I'm surprised it was an achievement to catch or steal someone's fish, since it's just something you do. Gotta get this combo up a bit. Ooh. Steal some fish. Still wonder where the shiny fish is, because I saw that was the thing. Ooh. Almost messed up terribly. Ooh, I messed up terribly. I shouldn't fish next to a girl because they distract me whenever they catch something as well. Because I pick it up automatically even though I'm not moving around. I suppose now's a good time to change rods if I can. Probably can't, but... Right. I wish I could look at this and then choose to get rid of one of my hires. My workers, I mean. So it's like, okay, I can check here. It's like, let me start from the top. Strudel is my top one, so 6. And Strudel is my worst one, basically, because it's got 47, 6, 3. 47, 6, 3. 47, 6, 3, same levels. 4, 8, 16, higher level. Higher. Yeah. Pretty much I should get rid of 7 Strudel, so goodbye. Send away to the usual room. You will not be able to get this worker back. Let's hire a new one. Oh, look at this. It's a rare one, so you have common. Oh, silvers, higher ones. Okay. Let's take a look. 5, 41, 5, 28, 41, 22. 5, 26, 48, 22. High stamina already, though, so it might be worth getting this one over that. And this one is overall worse. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this one. There we go. Let's manage. Make sure I got it fed now. That's what I just got. Okay. Let's do these. Let's take a look over here. So the next one costs 50,000. In order to get that, I'd have to sell like 1,000 of these. So I'm nowhere near close enough. So how's my props going? Just about. Oh, it is right. It's like either finishing by rain or just growing. Put in my next one. I'm going to end here because I'm going too long. The next stream will be Saturday at noon with Higurashi. Chapter 6 with Rena. Have a good night. Bye-bye.